Right, guys, just continue with your stance on proper feet position, and we're going to come up now to the hips and shoulders and see where those parts of your body are supposed to be. So again, coming back to your feet, remember it's always nice and low. See, if I stay sideways, you see my feet here. I'm kind of pushing outwards here. I'm not standing on the right, not standing on the left. My weight is right in the middle here. That's where I want to feel it, right? This is the position. See, my feet never on the same line with the opponent. Left is always outside and right is always outside here, right? This is the position we want to have. So coming up with the hips. See, again, I don't really want your hips to be bent forward or bent back. So we don't want to be sitting here this way or standing like that. You see, once the hips start sliding, you simply cannot rotate. And rotation is a really, really important part of boxing, see? So we want to have our hips here, right in the middle. And I feel the pressure here, my hip bones. I really feel it down to my feet, right on the inside of my feet. That's how I feel it. I don't feel left hip there, or the right hip here, or the hips out forward, or the back. So the hip position here is really important to keep it really down, over and inside your ankles. We don't want anywhere here. Again, not on the right, not on the left. Hips staying really right in the middle. This way, see from the back, my hips are never tilted in any direction, forward or backwards. Huh? Right? Okay. Now coming up to your core area, which is really important for boxing. Again, it's sitting down on the hips here, which is pretty much on the top of it. So again, I really do not want to have, you can have your hips here, but you still can be bending in the midsection of your body. Or I can see a lot of guys doing that. A lot of beginners coming in, the first thing they do, just drop their hands, drop their shoulders down, and then we have this terrible position. Yeah? Opens up your face. They do that, opens up the body. So we want everything to be pretty much leveled here. Shoulders right on the top of the hips. Yeah? There will be a little bit of a tilt, especially from this angle if you look. You see, I'm not standing very much upright like that. You don't want that. It's a very uncomfortable position. You're very exposed and you can't really move quick. We want a little bit more athletic. See? Here, if I stand athletic, I'm kind of really braced for that impact. This is a very strong position. I can feel like anything coming forward on me, I can actually brace for it. Brace for it. Any attack comes in, I can brace for it. Yeah? If I stand very upright on the straight legs, see, any attack comes in, it will just smash through me. So what we want to have is a nice strong legs, strong position, leveled hips, and feel that little bit tilt in the lower back. Yeah? It's not tilt here. It's not the hunch of the shoulders here like that. Right? It's nice on the top, a little bit of tilt, not upright. That's what we want to have. Yeah? Now, there's one more thing here with the hips. You really do not want to have it this way. Yeah? This is very awkward. You just feel absolutely uncomfortable here. You also do not want them to be here. This is not a very good position. Again, it's some people feel really good doing that because they can actually pull the elbows down, crunch in, and very much defend against the body shots and the head shots. Yes, you can. Sure, it will protect. The problem with the hips curving in, losing your pelvis position, it's not athletic, it's not strong, and it's very difficult to turn, to rotate your hips, or rotate your shoulders. And again, rotation is a really, really important part of boxing. We'll talk about it a little bit later in detail why the rotation is important, but at the moment, just bear with me. You need to have your hips in this position. You cannot curve the pelvis out. The pelvis stays on the top. There is always a little hinge here in the hip bones. So your hips kind of sliding down and you feel it. Once I turn my pelvis in, I have it flat. That's when we have a problem. No rotation, no mobility. Everything becomes stiff. Legs and feet. And you can only do one thing there. Crunch down here and defend. You can't punch back. It's very hard. Everything becomes handsy, short, awkward. You open up, you will still get hit with a lot of shots. You want it to be here. Again, one more time. Hips and pelvis on the top of the hips. Core, the mid-chest, mid-body here, core. Also on the top, nice and strong, no bending. A little bit of a tilt. As you can see in the camera, I'm not tilting this way, I'm not doing it this way. It's just a slight tilt. So that keeps me nice and sideways. I become a very small target. My left shoulder is forward, my right shoulder is back. My feet in the correct position, everything is set. From there I can come forward and attack. My elbows down, very relaxed, my head down, everything sits here. I can do a lot of rotations, a lot of quick turns and sits. That is where I want to be. Everything is controlled now with my legs and my hips. Nothing is controlled by my head and the upper body. And I don't do all of that. Losing stuff, it becomes dangerous. We want to start with a very, very, very solid foundation. This is the core of it. If you have a solid foundation, you can develop solid punches, you can develop speed and defenses. Okay? Give it a try. Have a look at the mirror yourself, try to correct. Watch the video a couple of more times till you can probably, maybe understand a little bit more details. Have a look, give it a try, let us know what you think about it. All right? Thank you, guys. We'll follow up later on for other things.